So, welcome back to TCC Healing. I'm feeling a little under the weather, but I still felt the need to record this episode because I wanted to dive into something that silently shapes the way that we live, the way that we dream, the way that we love, and that is our limiting beliefs. So, I like to think of limiting beliefs as quiet thoughts. I think that they're thoughts that whisper to you, you're not ready. You've never had enough. And I think that they often come from old wounds. Remember last week we were speaking on old wounds and how those can shape our beliefs? Well, if you haven't checked out that episode, go and check out that episode. But these beliefs can come from old wounds, from what we saw growing up, or from relationships with family, friends, loved ones that left an imprint. And without realizing it, they become the story that we tell ourselves every single day. Um, but I will tell you, beliefs are not facts. They're just thoughts that we've practiced so often that they feel true. So that means that we can catch them, you can challenge them, and you actually can change them. And today I'm going to walk you through a couple of steps in how you can do that. The first step is, of course, awareness. So, have you ever heard that saying, like, you cannot change what you don't see? You have to start paying attention to your inner self talk. You have to notice when you feel stuck, when you feel small, when you feel scared. And you can feel that in your body is too, because your body is going to respond as well, because your mental, emotional, physical is all connected. So you have to think about what's the sentence that's running through your mind in that moment. So examples, um, I'll never be good with money. Love always ends in heartbreak. I'm not creative enough to try. Those are beliefs, and they often run on autopilot. But when you pause and you listen, you can catch them in the act. And you can ask yourself, what do I often say to myself that keeps me moving forward? Think about it right now. What do you often say to yourself that keeps you from moving forward? Because you have to challenge it, which is the next step. You have to challenge it. When you notice a limiting belief, there's a couple of questions you could ask yourself. Whose voice is this? Is it your voice, or is it something that you heard from a parent, a loved one, a friend, or a past partner? Ask yourself, is this actually true? Can you find evidence that proves the opposite? And then something that I like to do when I like to challenge limiting beliefs that comes into my head. If my sisters, because I have two sisters, if my sisters believe this, what would I tell them? You tell the story that you would tell someone that you deeply care about. So this step is remember we're rewriting our story. We hold the pen in this book. We can rewrite, but we also can poke holes and erase and cross out things that have been written in our story. So most limiting beliefs, excuse me, most limiting beliefs they crumble when you shine light on them because they're built on old pain. They're not built on present truth. And once you do that, then you the shift becomes like there's this shift and that's the change. Once you caught that old belief and you questioned it, you get to rewrite it. You can rewrite your story. You can rewrite that belief. Then you're going to start telling yourself a new story and you're going to start repeating it. Like, example, if your old belief is, I'll never be good with money, a new belief that you can say is, I'm learning how to manage money with confidence and ease. If your old belief was, I'm not lovable because of my past, your new belief can be, I am worthy of love and my past doesn't define me. Now, I'm going to be very honest with you. This doesn't mean that you're instantly going to believe the new thought. Let's just be real. You're not going to instantly believe it. But the more you practice it, you're going to repeat it, you're going to journal it, you're going to say it out loud. We're going to do this every single day. The more it becomes your truth, the more you do it. Remember, beliefs are just practice thoughts. If you practice the old ones into existence, you can practice the new ones into reality. So I have four journaling prompts. that's going to help you shift a little deeper. The first prompt is, what's one limiting belief that has been holding me back lately? The second prompt is, where do I think this belief first came from? The third prompt is, what evidence do I need that proves this belief is not fully true? The fourth prompt is, what new belief do I want to replace it with, and how can I practice it daily? So remember, healing beliefs is not about perfection. It's about awareness and choice. Remember, every time you catch, challenge, and change a thought, you get to take your power back, and you remind yourself that you are the author of your story. So as you move through this week, pay attention to the words that you speak to yourself. Remember, you hold the pen and you can write a new chapter. You can write a new story. Thank you for joining me today. Take the time with these prompts and let your journal be the space where you rewrite your story. Until next time, keep holding the pen and remember, you are the author of your life.